Hi, folks. Welcome to this collective general reading. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. If this resonates for you, feel free to leave a comment. Um, let's dive right in. I'm feeling okay. We have the black onyx. So this is a stone for the root chakra, for the earth star chakra, and for protection. Um, I like to think of it as creating a kind of seal around your energy field. Ooh, I'm feeling this one as well. What is this? And we also have the angelite for the crown chakra, our connection to the divine realms, our connection to all that is, our sense of spirituality, our sense of being a divine connected being as a part of the greater whole. Ooh, more of them are shouting at me. And we have howlite also for the crown chakra. It's supposed to create kind of a calming, healing effect. So if we have these three stones on the board, and let's see what collective message we have today. So we'll start with the intuition oracle. And I'm feeling, and also from the bottom. Okay, we have this woman with a fire in the palm of her hand and a bird flying over it. So it's giving like phoenix rising from the ashes vibes. And there's this beautiful, like a shorefront forest in the background here. So it's very lush. The Summoner, 49. I ask for what I want because I deserve to get it. And I'm also from the short today. This is coming out. The Joyful. I know what the purpose of life is, to be happy and to live purposefully. So I ask for what I want because I deserve to get it. But first we have to know what we want. So we're kind of doing a deep dive into not only what we want, but what would be of service to the collective, what would be for the highest good of all involved, and reminding ourselves that we are absolutely worthy of living the life that we desire and having joy in our lives. We are inherently worthy as part of a collective that is loved unconditionally by spirit, by the all that is. I'm feeling the Alchemy Oracle deck very strongly. So let's see what's going on here. The Summoner. I ask for what I want because I deserve to get it. So there might be challenges around worthiness. And I'm really feeling like there's challenges where folks are kind of like not knowing what they want. And we also have sardonyx on the table, which is a root chakra and sacral chakra stone of courage, of empathy, of expression, not being afraid to be seen. So I'm being shown I deserve to get it. So what are the blocks around our worthiness, Spirit? So I'm feeling from the bottom, yeah, the shadow. So there's that onyx doing that shadow work, diving into the depths. Also feeling this, the mentor. So, and what do we have? The storm on the other side. So it might benefit us to seek out mentorship in navigating our shadow aspects and trying to unpack what it is in our subconscious that is making us feel worthy, that is blocking us from knowing what we want and going after what we want, because we know somewhere deep in our soul it's already encoded in us. And then our life experiences can make it difficult, can kind of cloud our judgment and disconnect us from our most divine spiritual truth of what our soul wants to embody and express in this incarnation. So we're being asked to do the shadow work so that we can uncover our sense of self-worth. And we might need a mentor to kind of help guide us in this journey. How can we help uncover our sense of self-worth, our sense of allowing ourselves to experience joy? Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. So you're being asked to align yourself with your soul's calling. You're being called. The gifts that you have in this lifetime are needed at this time. And your challenges, your shadow, diving into your shadow is your greatest teacher. The challenges, the trauma that you've experienced in this life are your greatest teacher. And they might actually be pointing you in the direction of what your gifts are. So that kind of like Pluto energy, that 12th house energy of what has been your greatest challenge or your greatest trauma in this lifetime. And that may very well point you towards your soul calling. Beautiful. We're actually going to read the book about the mentor. We'll do that now. You know what? We'll read about the shadow as well. So let's say, oh, there's the mentor right there. The mentor. The teacher, the sage, the guru. It is said that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. The mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. Their gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in the elevation of consciousness. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. When light, focused, clear, bright, remains his student. When dark, self-serving, envious of youth, righteous and rigid. Although it's typically true that parents are our initial teachers, the child will eventually seek a mentor figure outside of the home to assist their growth. Keep in mind how easy it is to project power onto another. The expressions feet of clay and cult of personality exist for a reason. Beautiful. So I'm almost feeling like it might benefit the folks tuning in to pick a small aspect, a focused aspect of their shadow, of their subconscious to work on, such as your sense of self worth or what is my soul calling. Let's see where the shadow is. the unspeakable, the unwelcome, the denied. Although every card in the archetypes deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves in the world, we begin to separate from the whole. That's that crown chakra, the connection to the whole. So let's read that again. Lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with, no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move toward the shadow with patience and compassion. So I'm almost feeling like we're we're denying the existence of this shadow in pursuit of appearing um you know appearing a set like spiritual materialism, but also we might be denying ourselves something. I ask for what I want because I deserve to get it. Like we don't feel like we deserve. And yeah, it even says it might be good to find a mentor to help with this deep psychological subconscious work. When light, revealing unconscious aspects of the self and world. When dark, denying unconscious aspects of the self and world. In the shadow of the gods, there are very in the shadow of the gods are the very gods themselves. Reflect on this statement by James Hillman in A Blue Fire. What do you despise about yourself? By answering, you move toward shadow. Contemplate the following scientific observation. The closer an object, a person, place, or community is to the light, the longer the shadow casts. Beautiful. So by going into this shadow work and facing this shadow, um, you're revealing your true soul's gift. There's a book called The Dark Side of the Light Chasers by, I believe, Debbie Ford. It's one of my favorite books. You can start by making a list of all the things that you don't like about yourself. And then for each thing that you list, on the flip side, there is a light side. So all of your shadow aspects, all of your shadow behaviors are actually just the shadow cast by a behavior that is positive. Like if you think of the cards of the tarot, they all have a reversal, which is like the negative shadow version of that card. Or if you think of, um, there's something else I was going to say, but I forgot. So let's see. What can aid the collective in doing the shadow work? Finding a mentor. What energies? Spirit of fire. Shine your power unreservedly. So I definitely feel like the energy in this collective is there's a fear of being seen. This might be witch wound um, type material, and it's transformed by fire. So igniting the Agni, igniting your life force energy. Um, and as you work with the fire element and work with bringing more vitality into your experience. You're illuminating what it is that's casting the shadow. You're illuminating your best qualities and therefore kind of uncovering the shadow material. Because if you see here too, there's kind of the white, the gray, and the almost black here. And they're all connected. We have this popping out. We have the chariot coming through. So self-knowledge. Ooh, and we have the 10 of shells as well. Beautiful. Blessings and well-being. So there are blessings available to you, and you're pretty much fired up and ready to go, like charging right into this. You're ready to do this work. So the shadow is your greatest teacher, and also there may be an actual teacher, or this could be a therapist, this could be a psychologist who can help you do this like depth work to find out what is blocking you from experiencing this 10 of shells energy, which is this abundant emotional fulfillment that is available to you. And you're on your way there. The chariot has ancient knowledge and cosmic support, like the stars have aligned for you to achieve whatever it is that's going to bring you um, this emotional fulfillment. And the fire lights the way is what I heard. So whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that brings you joy, is going to light the way towards fulfilling your purpose or finding your purpose. And the other card for today was saying, the purpose of life is to live joyfully. So it really is about finding whatever it is that brings you joy and pursuing that. And then because you're in this exalted state and in this aligned state, that joy permeates everything and pulses through the collective. A rising tide lifts all ships. So when your tide rises, you have kind of a domino effect on, the people, places, and things around you. Beautiful. This is beautiful energy. You're doing the work. With the chariot here, I feel like you've done a lot of your deep work and you're really ready to have this 10 of shells experience. So what is the missing piece here? What can our collective? The sun. Beautiful. The sun comes out and illuminates all the darkness, and it shows us the positive qualities that are casting the shadows, or it shows us the wisdom and the lesson that is to be gleaned from our most traumatic and or difficult events. And it's happening very quickly. Fast moving energy. We have the chariot and we have the 8 of wands. So you're on the right path. Maybe the next step is to find a mentor. Maybe the next step is to do some journaling, do some writing, and make some lists about some of the more difficult experiences that you've had so that you're able to transmute those difficult experiences into strength, into wisdom. I'm feeling the Kali Oracle. I think this will be our closing message. Awesome. Great job. Great job, collective. Keep going. It's going to keep moving fast. It's going to keep happening fast. And there is this beautiful 10 of shells, blessings and well-being energy at at the end of the path. And of course the path doesn't end. It moves in cycles. I'm being shown the beautiful kind of symbols around this fire. Might be mentor, might also be referring to just maybe taking some classes about a subject that you're interested in. It could be Reiki. Go check out your local metaphysical store, or whatever interests you, metaphysics or the arts, and take a class. Something to elevate your energy, something to show you what's in your blind spots, something to shine a light on that shadow. Okay, so we have, okay, so this is the Om symbol. I'm not sure what these symbols are on these coins. And we have this full moon kind of breaking apart. And we are in a waning moon cycle at this moment. But this is a timeless reading. Guna Tantrika. It takes strength of spirit not to override inner knowing with social pressures or an inhuman expectation for constant performance. Trust in the shifting cycles to give yourself what you need for well-being. No being benefits when you are at odds with yourself. You have the inner power and capacity to be at peace within your being now. Wow. Beautiful. So I think that is it for today. I wish you all the very best on your journey. Be sure to like, subscribe, and or leave a comment if this resonates for you. Sending you much love and good wishes. Have a great day. Bye.